Hello and welcome back to Soma. Soma. That's how you say it, right? Soma. With me, dipshit 3OS. I've watched the last part about 75 fucking times because recording with OBS has some issues attached to it. And thusly, in order to render it properly, I needed to watch and rewatch and rewatch, and god fucking damn it, was it painful. You only had to watch it once. Just because you only had to suffer through me playing a game only once, and I had to do it a few bloody times, at least a few bloody times. I hate you. Not as much as I hate Simon over here, but I hate you nonetheless. Now I did make a few unjust calls with the game, and I did focus on the negatives perhaps too much in trying to conquer this little title over here. It will change now. Now I will become the messiah of Soma. The thing is that Simon, as a main character, has already proven himself to be a total idiot, an unbelievable dipshit, and as such I wish him all the worst. At the same time, however, I don't speak Chinese. At the same time, however, the game also puts some obstacles for my enjoyment of it. And lastly, it was the human failure, my failure, at finding things at... this is incredibly dark. It was unbelievably painful to watch me just not find the simplest of things. I completely agree with you, viewer. I was asked not to consider this a horror game by the kind lady who has requested that I play it through, and sponsored the Soma adventure. The problem is that this is sold as a fucking horror game. So unfortunately I will have to comment on its lack of... on its horror aspects, not lack of horror aspects, not yet. My neck, I think I must have strained or broken something, so my head is stuck in this position. I'm semi-lying on the chair, and I don't think the recording will be incredibly long, if only because of that. Okay, let's ponder the story a bit, shall we? We were back in 2000 and something, getting radioactive tracer fluid scan from a guy who didn't have any doctor credentials. We then woke up in 2100 and something. I'm back at where we started. We then woke up in 2100 and something in an underwater thermal plant surrounded by hostile robots, and people that won't open. You can see by the texture that it won't open. That's unfortunate. People were very nonchalant about... Is this my shadow? Thankfully it's not, okay. We were very nonchalant about leaving the base, locked to psychotic robots, and leaving from the base to another base, not to a city, so we can assume a nuclear fallout scenario. Furthermore, the year doesn't have to be 2103, it could be 2500 right now, and the entirety of the world are robots. During the initial sequence, when we were first released from the chair of death, it says that the capsule with I don't remember what our character's name is, has arrived, and thusly it could be that during the scan our personality was transported into the robot. But we have become the robot at that very moment. Simon Haverian over here has lived his life to its fullest afterwards. And we are just a trace of his memory. And we believe ourselves to be human, just like Commander Zod. I don't fucking remember how anyone is called. Just how Amy and the guy that is still being electrocuted, some say. Just as they believe themselves to be human. The bubble has burst, however, when we started breathing underwater. Something that further backs this theory up is that Jack, I don't remember, the guy that we electrocuted has referred to our appearance as if I was covered in something quite dark. And as we've seen through this small cutscene of us looking at our hands, we were covered in metallic plates. I dislike the dialogue on this game so far, and I dislike a lot of things about the game, as you fucking can imagine. The dialogue especially that we had with Jack over there. I'm going to call him Jack because Jack is my least favorite name in horror games. Because Jack was the main protagonist of Call of Cthulhu. The dialogue was completely nonsensical, in where we were so obsessed in trying to convince him that he's a robot that we have foregone every other question. And there was also no actual option to this won't move, no actual option to force him to face reality. You couldn't just
come in, Theta. You better answer me, Strasky. Come on!
Amy, where are you?
The fields. I had to leave.
Is Carl with you?
It all went to hell.
Hold on. You got the power automated, right? The plant is safe? We need the power to keep the sites running.
Oh, fuck the power! Fuck you, Strasky! The machines killed Carl.
Oh, shit. Alright, calm down. It'll be okay. Can you get back to Theta?
Yeah. I think so. I'll head for the shuttle, the Aux.
Good luck, Amy. Rooting for you.
Where did I get a flashlight?
you are a robot, idiot. You should figure it out by now. I just clicked F because it seems incredibly dark, and once it was obvious that we are a robot, I just assumed. I did. It was reflexes actually. That's muscle memory that had me press F. But if that's the case, then it's it's a good design. It's a good design decision that they knew people would try the flashlight. At any rate. This, however, brings us back to Simon over here being a fucking idiot. How did I get a flashlight? Okay, investigate the flashlight. Are you holding the flashlight on right now? Do you have the flashlight in you, or is the fucking light coming from your dick? Furthermore, whenever I look like this, I'm actually still playing the game. It's just that my camera is way above the screen. Way above. It's on the screen. And unfortunately, I cannot place it way down on the desk, because it just won't do. Furthermore, my chair is lower than the desk, which is... no, higher than the desk.
I'm losing. I'm dying. Got to be some gel around here.
Gel. Okay. They want to kill me for my gel. Or something. I mean, Simon over here didn't react to so many obviously astonishing things, such as seeing the date for the first time, the robot woman that we murdered in cold blood. Actually, anything. And his questions are always fucking moronic. The woman that we will get to will also be a robot, but we will only find out after a very long while. And then we will start suspecting that we are a robot. Aya Dagon, Aya Hydra. Cthulhu Fatang Fatang. I have a friend now. Beep boop boop. Where am I supposed to go? To Theta. Lastly, not Epsilon. Not Gamma, not Delta, not Zeta. Are you the beginning and the end? Should I follow you or do you follow me? Can I ask you questions? Such as, no, I can't. Oh, I can't. I think I see some stations, Doru. Or a light, at any rate. The voice is breaking. Mom's spaghetti. On the surface, he's calm and ready, but in reality, Mom's spaghetti. Okay. It's actually legitimately difficult to navigate this. Also, I'm probably being seen by or are in the vicinity of an enemy, seeing how the musical cue changed very slightly. Beep boop. I think I must have tore something or dislocated something when I was climbing. Yeah, story of my life. This is the transit, but I'm not sure if it's the graphical style that makes me not find the fucking doors, or is it... I mean, I'm not sure if it's meant to be like that, or if I'm just bad. Okay, fuck it. Let's just move faster. What's this? It's a light. So how evil are you? Evil. Evil! I mean, it shines red. Like my heart. Hey! Stop giving me away, Robert. Beep pop. Let's try to be realistic here, okay? No. Let's try to think how the game creators thought in this moment. What the fuck are the robots made of? They look like goo and dust and wires. The wires being good and dusted is obviously believable, but not to such an extent of just being literally... That's sweet. Globes of fucking... I mean this. They look like this, more or less. Is it crystallized, human form, metal compartment?
Thanks, little guy.
Or is it something else entirely? History will never know. All that history will remember is that I was its greatest monster. Decompression initiated. It's not decompression, it's the... Let's see this graphical effect. It was okay. The game freezing is not okay. Oh, what? It unfucked itself, I think.
Let's hope the shuttles still work.
Let's be very nonchalant about everything that happened. Go. You must be in complete fucking pitch blackness over here, viewer, and I agree completely. This is complete fucking pitch blackness. No, Dad, don't be too loud.
Jackie, come in, Theta. What? I can't. Where are you now? Strasky! I'm at the shuttle, but it's not looking good. The lights flicker like mad. I think the power regulator is broken. I have to fix it. I don't want to get stranded halfway to Theta. What was that? I can't hear you. Don't worry, I'll fix it. Somehow.
Alright. That doesn't look bad, I guess. So she obviously didn't succeed because we will now have to fix it. Yeah. Oh, my helmet's vision is
Jesus
cracking.
Christ! What the hell?
And now I believe I'm human again. Because I touched it, eh? The gel makes me think I'm human. Okay. And I have distortions of my vision whenever I am confronted by the reality. That I am in fact a robot. Insufficient power. So what will you come to? Ah, we are saving. I mean, this could be a robot for all I know. That's actually a good thing. That enemies can literally be... No, you cannot be, but if the graphics were slightly less completely different from monsters and environment, despite willing to seem the same, monsters could be anywhere, which would actually make for a pretty sweet horror experience, because you don't know where it is. It can come from anywhere, and you should always be on your guard, just like in, you know, the good horror game. Instead, this one runs on scripts, unfortunately, meaning that monsters will come whenever it is meant to come for the best jump scare experience. And that's Amy, and she will not tell me a thing, probably. Kill me. So yeah, she's being kept alive by these artificial lungs. Looking sweet there, Amy. So this is living tissue. The blobs of gel still look fucking stupid, but I guess we'll make do. Hey.
Hey, are you?
Don't
Amy.
hurt me.
Can I help?
It won't let me die. Nothing is allowed to die.
What happened?
An accident. Fixing the power. I was going to Theta.
Anything I can do?
If you see Masters or Holland, tell them I need help. Okay? Amy needs help.
Didn't you just ask me that? Okay. You will end the dialogue options right here. She's obviously fucking capable of speaking. Ask her what year is it? What fucking year is it? Where are we? What the fuck happened to the... No. I'm Simon, and I'm the biggest fucking idiot the world has ever known, so I just have to kill her instead.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I want to go home.
Are you okay now?
Fuck.
I'm really trying, Poro, for fuck's sake, I'm really trying. This is... I have nothing good to say about this dialogue exchange. Okay, everything's powered. Now we will be chased by a monster. Please save game. So I don't have to do the dialogue again. Good. I mean, for all intents and purposes, why the fuck did he not ask Moko? If she was at least in severe pain and showed no signs of understanding. I mean, she fucking didn't even believe she's a robot. She wasn't, but she knew that something was wrong and something was just completely fucking her everything. I cannot believe if we won't be having a monster encounter. I refuse to believe that. Apparently I was wrong. Amy scratched a lot of art on pieces of paper. Where did she get pieces of paper if the world is fucked for so long? Remember in Waterworld how it was how paper was such a rare commodity that they asked for ridiculous prices for it. It's not as shitty as Outlast, this game. It really isn't as fucking garbage as Outlast was, I will give it that much. For no monster encounter in the most predictable of places. Sit down, Jacob. I want to go to Delta. Something will fuck up at Lambda, right? Let's go to Delta. Something will fuck up at Lambda on the way down.
Welcome to Pathos 2, your expressway to the stars. What started as a thorough
That's how low the text is.
in the 60s has now
I was
become
also
a
legitimately
mega
falling
space
asleep in the
hub,
first
the
episode.
world's most affordable way to launch satellites
Oh my
and
god,
deep
I
space
used
probes.
to have this
Our
fucking shit
unique
face.
Atlantic Ocean location allows for this gigantic coil gun, running longer than a marathon, to safely launch projectiles without risk of damaging the payload with risky combustion. The station has multiple sites and has a diverse staff of engineers and scientists. Together, they are able to produce, assemble, and launch the world's most sophisticated spacecrafts. In addition to our principal operation, Pathos 2 is also the home for multiple research projects within the marine sciences, including hydroculture, turbulence, and deep-sea construction. We are now leaving Upsilon for Delta. Delta manufactures and assembles carrier shells for satellites and probes, specifically to be used in the Omega
No way you will
space
allow
shuttle.
me to go to Delta.
Together with Theta, they are able to tailor any satellite or payload to our customers'
Yeah, maybe we
needs.
will be able to get that. Just like that. Would be sweet. Alien Isolation allowed you for exploration of the entire base. There were of course some locked elements which you couldn't access. Yeah, it's... It's not Alien Isolation. Make me eat my words, make me arrive at Delta and skip like a bunch of story. I'm at Delta now, lady. I need your help to get to Theta. The tram is ruined. Please make it so. Please, for fuck's sake, make it so. I will eat my own shoe. if this is the case. Well, she was a bit extreme. Still I will. No, we are at Lambda or whatever. I probably need my Omni tool, so let me take it. I also need to break this glass in front. Oh no, the flashlight battery is running low. Who would have thought it? No grass. What? Well, the monster is slightly delayed, but I was wrong already. I crashed at the way to Theta.
Simon, are you there?
Catherine, is that you? I was on my way, but then the shuttle train, it fucking crashed.
Are you alright? The system says the section is sealed for suspected hull breach.
No, I'm not alright. What the hell happened to the world? Why are we underwater?
Well, first, a fucking good question.
Aren't you? Look, don't worry about that right now. I realize you're confused, but you're so close to Lambda. If you just keep going.
I'm
How close? Can I walk there?
Yeah, but the tunnel is locked off to protect the overall structure from collapsing. What you need to find is your section's maintenance hatch. It'll lead outside.
Maintenance hatch. No problem.
Yeah, what's going on up there? I gotta go. See you soon, Simon.
yeah, float your way over there, lady.
Catherine? You okay?
She said, I gotta go, you idiot. And you obviously heard the fucking noise of the call ending. That's blood. I will be honest with you. When we were in deep sea, I couldn't see fucking shit. I'm not sure if it's the game or if it's me. Probably me. Possibly me. Most likely me. But it was only it was blind luck that allowed me to, and hugging the walls of the limited map that allowed me to find the destination. It all just feels so grayish, the graphics. I don't know. Will the train go after me now? Yeah. So I needed to do this. Okay. Well, go back slightly so that it opens. Or yeah, now wait until something triggers on our way back. Has to be. Because how else would I open this? How else will I open that? I cannot open these doors now. It's completely stuck. We are completely stuck. Alright, this isn't Morrowind. E doesn't jump anymore. I'm missing something extremely obvious. There are no side passages. There have to be side passages, but there are no side passages. Okay. Click something on the door. Something that stands out. Nothing stands out. Something that is graphically appealing. Nothing is graphically appealing. How do I open the doors? How do I open the doors? I want to open the doors. Is there something on the sides which I can interact with or go through? Everything looks the same. This doesn't look the same. It doesn't matter. And there is an exit. Okay. It's a good thing that you were able to investigate and interact with the... Touch your arm, you idiot. Look, it's different. To interact with the shutter at the very end of the tunnel. Close this. Don't close it.
Here we go again.
At least now you know. Okay, this time it was much better. Swing. Well. Swing. Oh. Why did the... It has this quirky like freeze whenever I change from underwater mode out in and out of. Strange, because it doesn't have slowdowns otherwise. I'll investigate if it's something with my PC. If it's
I
not...
can find Lambda, right? I mean, really, how big can this ocean be?
I need a minute. This was the stupidest thing I've heard today. Alright. I don't think it should twist and turn like this. The neck that is, of course. Bear with me on this one. Jesus fucking Christ. How big can the ocean be? I thank you nonetheless, Simon. Rage is a hell of an anesthetic. Jesus fucking Christ. How big can this ocean be? Oh. I think the camera might be too low. Let me investigate. No, it's not. It's good. Everything's fine. Perfect. Well, everything is fine is a bit optimistic, to say the least. But it's usable and doable. It's still slightly tilted. I should visit the doctor. I guess I'm too lazy to visit the doctor. I'd rather investigate the ocean. Okay, so we are obviously capable of jumping quite high. The gravity and... They really wanted something? Anything that would disallow you from using the argument for just swimming up until you swim out of it. So they went with weight. The problem is that we are obviously capable of propelling ourselves into the air, in some places much higher than in other places, meaning that we're probably also very capable of swimming upwards. I mean, you can breathe underwater, Simon. Why not just breathe underwater until you're out of this fucking hellhole? You will not die if you run out of strength, because you will just slowly float downwards. I mean, the graphics aren't bad. The graphics are in some places really detailed. There are some interesting... I'm stuck. Whenever I try to say something good about the game. Okay. Okay, let's see if it resolves itself. Crouch. Pointless. They did try with the I mean, some random floaty bits. The underwater looks nice. Let's call it that way. I've seen better textures in Tomb Raider than this one over here. And no, you used to get stuck in everything. Okay, how the fuck do I get out of this? If I save and exit, I will be here. I shouldn't have leaned forward. Oh my god, the pain. I fucking hate recording horror games. This always happens. Can you just die, Simon, somehow? Simon says, is there a console that will allow me to just get the fuck out of this death trap? Oh, we were so close! But alas, I will not edit this out. You will experience the game as I am experiencing the game. And yes, I could play it off.
I can find Lambda, right?
I could...
I mean, really?
I could play it off easily. I could just pretend that I'm having fun. I could also try to make the best out of the worst situation. Rage a bit. Comedically rage a bit, of course. Act rage a bit, so to speak. But that would make me a successful YouTuber. And what you get instead is pure, undiluted resignation. I am a very matter of fact and to the point, unfortunately, when it comes to things in games that aren't good. Invisible walls? I mean, might as well, right? No invisible walls, good. Does it mean there will be no monster over here? Nah. Difficult to say. We have sound for him falling from a great height. Strange, to say the least. Did you try touching behind your ears to see if you have gills, or is it just nonsense? Well, obviously he won't have gills. He's just breathing through some sort of a rebreather built inside him, or something alike. I don't know, and you cannot even use the argument that it's an indie developer. It's not. It's not an indie developer. And if it was, it's not anymore. I shouldn't go there because I will get stuck again. We tried. This looks much better. Why can't these look like that? Because the budget was low. Okay, I'm obviously being stupid again and not finding where the fuck to go. Go towards the light, stud! But I want to live, friends. Oh yeah, this is Lambda. How did I miss it? Because it's not actually Lambda. Oh, it's a box. I'm not sure if I have my... Oh, I do have my flashlight on. My neck is killing me. You just have the memory of a goldfish. Oh no, my eyes! Trusted who? The lady that we're going towards? Should this monster encounter be... I know I shouldn't fucking count it as a horror game, but it is being sold as a horror game. I was rammed by a box with a red light on it. Pick one. Let's act as if that encounter never happened, I guess. For the good of the game. Let's act as if no encounters in the game ever actually happened. Let's act as if the game didn't exist. To get a much better mark once that happens. And I'm going back again. I don't think I should even bother sneaking. I think the save system is good enough. I will not be put back too far away. Can I get stuck in the same place for a stupid time? And okay, one good thing, the music isn't overpoweringly shitty. I'm not sure why about the graphical distortions though. Am I also faster than you, Mr. Shit out of luck? There are places to run. Like fucking straight ahead.
This must be Lambda, where Catherine is.
Swipe. This feels more like Morrowind than a horror game. Oh, there is a monster, I will just run, jump away. In close quarters it won't be so tad, you will be scared, sure, right. Achievements. Thankfully you don't see it. I cannot unclick the box, thank you. Where am I supposed to look? I'm really trying. I'm trying to enhance your experience, viewers. Enchante?
Catherine?
Be quiet! Don't look at it!
Turn down for what? Why did she scream to us to be quiet? I'm looking at it. Okay, I'm not looking at it. I'm looking at it again. I'm not looking at it. Okay. Enchante.
Are you okay? Because I could use some help.
I wanted to switch to third person mode. That's how little to do this game has with horror. Because it's not a horror game, I agree now, right now. I agree, Porter, this isn't a horror game. This isn't a fucking game! This is as much of a game as Dear Esther is. Except I'm limping. You didn't limp in Dear Esther. Okay, so which computer are you, Amy? No, not Amy. Catherine. Miss Zeta Jones.
There you are, upright and everything.
The plot twist! No! Oh.
That brute really doesn't play nice with electronics.
Why didn't you tell me you are a computer beforehand? Play with Omnitool to operate. Well, the game asked me to play with my own.
27 activated. Oh, you found an Omni tool. Very handy.
Yeah, I'm welcome to White Watch. It's a motherboard that I cannot retrieve because... Okay, there it is. Oh, I cannot turn my mouse when I'm holding an item? What? What? Oh, there we go. Oh, it was just over there, I couldn't turn the mouse. Can I retrieve my Omni tool now? Because this is obviously not doing anything. Also, where can I put my finger? Can I put my finger inside of you so that I'm healed? Ugh.
Hello, I'm right here.
I choose to not acknowledge your existence, I'm afraid. Sight lamp down, line. Ha! I'm going to use your girly parts for... Okay, why is this... whatever. Let's download her into...
I'm right here.
Let's download her into our PDF. Omni... whatever. iPad.
Hello, I'm right here. Hello, I'm right here.
Yes, yes, yes. I cannot retrieve it now. Okay, this is shitty. Hey.
No, not you too. I was really hoping you were human.
But I am human.
Don't let the circuitry fool you. I was human once.
Okay.
Can't take any more. This is... everything's fucked. I give up. There's nothing left.
Calm down.
As if I heard a certain Swede.
You sure? It sure as hell looks like it. For all I know, there's no one left except for me.
What do you mean? I'm right here.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I meant any humans left except for me.
Have you looked at yourself lately? You're a walking, talking diving suit with some electronics slapped on for good measure.
I don't...
You don't want to think about it? We'll start thinking about it.
I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be this. I want out.
Before you do anything hasty, could you help me with something? I was trying to find out what happened with my project when that brute knocked me to the ground.
Your project? How could anything possibly matter when you know you're a stupid robot in a stupid dead world?
Okay, focus. I need you to fix me so I can get back to work. Then you can sulk as much as you want.
You gotta be kidding, right? I think I have a better chance of building myself a time machine than of putting you back together.
Alright, time for plan B. What's plan B? Oh, the Omni tool. The tool you inserted into the terminal.
Oh,
that's at least
yeah,
good.
The door opener.
Yeah, you can pull my Cortex chip and put it into the Omni tool.
What's a Cortex chip?
It'll be obvious. I'll eject it for you. Just grab the chip and slide it into the Omni tool. Come on, I need you to do this one thing for me.
Yeah, alright.
Thanks. Should be easy enough. Just pick up the chip and slide it into the Omni tool.
Okay, don't fucking eject it anywhere.
It's standardized connect.
Catherine? Alright, let's give this a try.
Do I slam my Omni tool with it? Oh, so that's what it is.
Yeah.
Cortex chip found. Shutting down helper chain. Have a nice day.
Just pretty much anything will fit. Oh, this feels weird. I'm in the Omni tool? Thanks.
So, what's the project about?
My project? Oh, well, I saved all the people on the station as brain scans and put them into an artificial world. We were gonna launch it into space to save it from, well, all of this.
Are you telling me that you were going to launch a computer world filled with people into space?
Yes. It was just a pet project at first, but it got really serious after the comet took out the surface. Then suddenly it became very important, and it was officially named the Ark.
That's appropriate. How far did you get?
I don't know. That version of me that I am. It came from a scan I did pretty early on. The living Catherine could very well have finished the project and launched it. I guess she could even still be alive. Weird thought.
So the talking robots, are they also scans you did?
They could be, but I doubt it. I'd expect much more sense if that was the case. All right, finally.
What's happening?
I managed to restore some data from the backup server. This should tell us everything we need. Oh. Could you do me a favor and run into the other room and have a look? I don't seem to be able to view the files in this condition. I need to know that the Ark is safe.
Sure, Kath.
Thanks. I'll unlock the door for you.
From the PDF?
Check the computer in the other room.
Omni tool.
What was it said before? You're from Toronto?
Yeah, I just went in for a brain scan, and suddenly, here I am.
That doesn't make any sense. How? Why would anyone bring a scan from Toronto?
Toronto
That's
City.
strange. What if I tell you it was back in 2015?
Whoa.
Tell me more.
I told you. Go check the computer in the other room.
Tell her Toronto City, not Toronto Station. You did see the fucking stations, Jack. Simon. There are lockers. If I try hard enough, this will become alien isolation.
Can't make any sense of it.
You say something?
Sorry, still trying to figure out how you got here.
Keep at it. I'd really like to know who thought sending
I'm a
Kennedy
brain
into the
kind
bottom
of a
sea was
person
good
from the
idea.
past, you fool. I mean, you used to be a scientist. Maybe your method was actually a thing. Then again, it could.
You really need to stop drawing attention to yourself.
Oh, that's also a...
Simon, I think it's back. Be careful. You don't know if you can take another hit.
This graphical distortion effect thing is not... really not keen on that. I'm trying to sneak. If it's behind me, I'm just dead. I mean, it's somewhere. Punch it! How does it even work? It's a horror game.
What happened before? That creature was strangely overbearing.
I'm overbearing on my viewers.
These rings loaded with electromagnetism.
That's bad for us, right?
Confusing at least. Gives the senses a good punch.
At least it's explained over here. Nicely. Okay, computer in the other room. That could be a computer. I mean, this is a computer, but this could be the computer. That's obviously not a computer, and this is in the other room. No, honestly, no, please. Maybe the other room meant other room, like here. Or here.
What happened to the tower, and the dock, and the welcome center?
What tower? Just check the computer.
Yes, look for anything about the ark.
What? That's bad. The game interrupts itself. I guess that's the reason why you cannot listen to the flashbacks while you are walking. What are the green triangles, Kath? What are the green green, they are red. What are the red triangles, Kat? Kat, hey. Red triangles on the map, what are they? Heal yourself. There's no reason to live on. Opinion poll.
Are you excited about the Ark?
No.
At first, I couldn't really see the point of it. But then I thought, why shouldn't we, right? I mean, if we are able to save even just a small piece of ourselves, why wouldn't we do that? So you are in favor then? I think it's really important we do this.
I think she was not a human anymore at this point. Anyway.
What are your thoughts on the Ark?
It's a great idea. Finally, we have something to do. Am I right?
Are you
What are the
optimistic
two?
about the project's chances of, about the Ark reaching space?
It can definitely be done. You already solved the biggest problem. How to actually get us all in there. Now all we have to do is build the damn thing. And hope Phi is still operational.
Kath, what's Phi?
Yeah, I think we can do it. But it's not gonna be easy.
Pretty nonchalant people facing fucking certain world crisis. A disaster on the scale, extinction level disaster.
What are your thoughts on the Ark project?
Thoughts on the...
The idea is just incredible. By every definition. It
really makes you think about what it means to be human.
What makes you say that?
Beyond the basics, beyond the superficial, I'm convinced there's something with even greater value. You have provided a platform, which is not necessarily restricted to our digital progeny, but a means of actual survival. It's my sincerest belief that we can go on living through the reality of continuity.
I think the game would be so far a 7 out of 10 if there were no monsters in it. 8 out of 10 if they put some more effort into some more love into the levels, and a 10 out of 10 if Simon was constantly dying in the background as a background noise. Okay, that's the last one was obviously a quirk.
Is this from inside the Ark?
Yes. That's some early renders of the world inside.
Looks a whole lot comfier than this place.
Cyan keyword Auroras. The story isn't bad. Some of the voice acting is pretty good as well, and it's just that there are things, whatever. You know my opinion. I'm trying to justify my disliking of the game. It's not as bad as I make it sound sometimes. I am only saying bad things about it, or mostly at any rate. But I'm saying bad things about it compared to an 8 or a 9 out of 10 instead of a 5 out of 10, right? So when I say bad things about it, these are things that I cannot, at the very least, cannot give a plus for. A very good example here is, as we are going to fucking stare at this screen until your eyes fall out, is the very first door in the first video, in Mr. Miyagi's place, where I was actually about to compliment the game and give it credit for putting a lot of effort into making something so trivial as the only regular doorway on the probably in the fucking game, since it's going to be taking place underwater, to have such an elaborate opening and closing sound. And then things appeared that aren't nearly as stellar. Don't get me wrong, if the game came out 5 years ago, it's looking good. Good. No better than good. No. It would be looking pretty good. It didn't. It's 2015. We have Phantom Pain, Ground Zeroes, Witcher 3, and all the other Alien Isolation, to compare it to genres, which are looking 50 trillion fucking times better. So it cannot receive a plus for graphics. But at least it could try to not clip the gel through the breathing environment. The textures don't have to be stellar. Your monsters don't have to look terrifying. You have the graphical distortions to take care of that. Why did they? It feels like they just stopped polishing at some point. They got a rough diamond, then it turned out it's not actually a diamond. It's an imitation, but try to fucking polish it regardless. It's not a horror game, but you should try to polish it despite everything. Horror games especially, and even one that isn't, they base so much on immersion, and if there are things that keep reminding you that it's a video game, getting stuck, repetitive patterns, glitches, just things clipping through one another, then the horror experience, if there was meant to be one, is completely ruined. Right there on the spot. I will see you next time on Soma. I want to hear your thoughts about it, friends. And if whether I'm right or wrong, whether this should continue or not. It has the ambition and to aim at a good enough scope. With its story to be an interesting experience. There are many things that I don't like about it, as you know. There are quite a few things that I do like about it. But it's lacking Polish. And there are no Poles polishing it. At any rate, part 2 is over. Wow.